घंटा निकल जाएगा क्योंकि अपना टाइम आएगा टाइम तो आया है क्या घंटा निकल जाएगा क्योंकि अपना टाइम आएगा टाइम तो आया है क्या घंटा निकल जाएगा किसी का नाम नहीं नजर पर यहाँ पर आया उनकी मेहनत से मैं जितनी ताकत इस वक्त मेरी उनकी रहमत में है फिर भी लड़का सहमत नहीं है इनकी मेहनत नहीं है जरूरत करना मर्जी की और जरूरत की है की आफत की हिमाकत की इबादत की अदालत की चाहत की मोहब्बत की अमानत की जिंदगी इबादत की शरत की लालच की तेरे भाई जैसा कोई हारिस नहीं है इस हक नहीं पकड़ती है क्योंकि अपना टाइम आएगा टाइम तो आया है क्या घंटा लेकर जाएगा घंटा लेकर जाएगा क्योंकि अपना टाइम आएगा अपना टाइम आएगा टाइम तो आया है क्या घंटा लेकर जाएगा हारिस नहीं है क्योंकि अपना टाइम आएगा अपना टाइम आएगा टाइम तो आया है क्या घंटा लेकर जाएगा.
Okay, welcome everybody to today's live session. I'm going to talk about mental health today. A hot topic, in today's pandemic. Oh yeah, I've written a few articles, which some of them are going into the newspaper. I think one is already published as I speak, maybe, and one or two is about to be published in the next few days. One of the very strong realization from yesterday's tough day, a very tough day from different angles. It looked like all of the problems, started happening on the same day in the same moment. From property business problems to manpower issues to technical challenges to, I don't know, some follow-up problems. There's so many things, all added up together. And I think, you know what? I had a very shitty day yesterday, but it's okay. That's life. So yeah, I want to talk about my realization. And then, I met a client, not met them obviously in person. I had a chat with them, almost around early morning. And without saying much about the client, obviously they're not a client yet. They haven't gone on a journey with us. They were deciding to. And they were pretty surprised, he was pretty surprised to know that it's an off day for us. Yeah, normally because we are an event running company, our weekends are busy, Saturdays, Sundays, we run sessions, which are pretty intense. For a 4 hours class, we prepare for good 8 hours. So me, including with my team, Team Brilliance people, the 5 members we have, they end up, working for almost 12-hour shift. So yeah, we take off on Tuesdays, most times. On even some occasions, this off is taken away from us because we don't have a choice. We want to serve people. By the way, if you're listening to me right now and you're joining this session, welcome to today's session. I'm talking about mental health from a perspective of the person who actually, is responsible for creating mental health for others. If you're with me live on the session right now, kindly, can you do hashtag live? Yeah. Can you do hashtag? Can you do hashtag? Hashtag live? Yes, please. And if you can smash the love sign or the like sign or the care sign a few number of times, it'll really help you to reach out to more people. So people, welcome to today's session. Today's topic is mental health for people who actually provide mental health to others. So it's pretty obvious. I'm sure, most of you here, you understand. The question is, are we doing it? Sometimes I am guilty of not doing this for myself, where I do not take downtime. I don't shut down my work. Even if the laptop gets shut down, which I'm going to shut down right now as I speak, I was giving, feedback to my inner circle students because I enjoy, doing it. So there is no complaint here. It's not something, what I'm saying, oh God, it is too much of pain and challenge for me to do it. I love it, okay? So I like to over-deliver. That's what I have been known, for my students. All my, amazing students, they know me to over-deliver most of the time. On a rare occasion, maybe not, because I'm a human too. So coming back, if you are a coach, a teacher, a mentor, a healthcare worker, or whatever, XYZ, in terms of, you provide services for others, then understand you got to be taking care of yourself first. If you're not taking care of yourself personally, there's a very high chances you will burn out. And if you burn out, oh God, you cannot serve people. So you really have to have that downtime, as a person. If you are responsible for healthcare for others, you have to be personally responsible for your healthcare before you go and serve others. They say, charity begins at home. I'm based in the UK, for those of you don't know, and our main health services organization here is called NHS, It's National Health Services. And most of our, thank you, Piyush. God bless you. Piyush, is sending me some support. So, guys, by the way, guys, if you're listening, even if you're passing by for a few seconds here, can you kindly, do a reaction? Like, if you can like or love this kind of live session. And if you're watching this as a replay, also you can do it. And can you, do hashtag live if you're watching this live? And can you do hashtag replay if you're watching this as a replay? So I was talking about National Health Services, which is something major in the UK. And most of the medical services, happen from there. We have some private organization, and I think it's pretty expensive for most people. So yeah, very few people go to private kind of hospitals in the UK, but most people, wait through the system of NHS to get, treated for any surgery, any medical advice. There was a research, and I think it still stands maybe because there was a time and NHS cut down, their staff at a massive level. Maybe they wanted to bring the expenses down, and they said, 85 to 90% nurses who worked in the NHS, it is 2 years back report, were under massive stress, and almost burnt out by the amount of work they were doing. Because one nurse was almost doing the work of 2 nurses, sometimes more. So can you understand? Let's say 100 people were doing something, they took out 30 people out of that equation, 30 or 40 people, almost half the size of the manpower they had. So everybody had to double up their workload, and they were under massive stress and pressure to serve people. And I think it's a very bad situation to be in. If you are the healthcare person, you are a coach, you're a mentor, who brings empowerment, inspiration, and serve others, then you cannot be this person who's pretty vacuum or hollow or feeling, this massive stress levels at your own personal life or personal levels and thinking of serving others. It's very, very difficult. I want to ask you guys today, if you're listening right now, even if as a replay, Suprita, thank you for sending a beautiful comment and helping me, to reach out to more people, because every comment you give me as a gift will help me, to reach out to more people, because that's how the algorithm for Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn works. The more reactions, the more comments, they see, they bump up your post to be seen by more people. So more people would get notifications for this live. And who knows, whose life you would impact by the few things, we will share here today. So those of you listening, would you be kind enough to tell me, what is that you do, for your downtime? Like, what? I love to watch movies. I like to go out in the nature, sit, walk, probably, if it's possible, which is not something right now possible, go to a new place, because change of space really helps. I love to travel whenever it's possible. I like to, go into nature, like a beach, sea beach, or go into the mountains. That's my, kind of go to places, for having downtime. So yeah, these are some of the things. And today I was so glad, I picked up the phone. I called up, a school friend. I called a few of the friends and they were busy, I understand. But, one friend, I had a long conversation with him for 1 hour talking about school days. And then I had a colleague, who I used to work with in Success Resources. I just literally spoke to him, for an hour and a half, maybe hours, maybe, just a little bit earlier than I came to live. So I was planning to go live today, at 4:30 my time. But as I was speaking to him, I thought, what, I need this. I need to, have this therapy of a friendly chat for a good, whatever, half an hour, 1 hour I can. So I decided not to come live until I kept speaking to him. And then I went live at 5 o'clock my time to give feedback, to my group of people who are in Millionaire Speaker Blueprint. There's a batch 6 I'm running. And then I came in, for this kind of live. So if you're listening right now, and if you're with me, please, would you like to, share what is your way of, having a downtime? Even if it's a replay for you, let me know, because it'll help me to get some answers, and then who knows, in the next live or something, I can talk about it more. So people, if you're listening, share with me, what is it you do, to nurture yourself, to replenish, all the cells in your body, relax, and get ready for life again. For a day, it may look like everything is falling down on you, but the next day you wake up with new energy, with new inspiration, with new kind of power to face the challenges of life. I think till the time you're born, till the time you're alive. Sorry, that's my water bottle. Till the time you're alive, I think challenges would always be there. And this is what I learned something amazing, that the choice is yours. Do you want to have good quality problems, or do you want to have bad quality problems? Like, if you have read Rich Dad Poor Dad's book, which is Robert Kiyosaki's book, highly recommended. It's literally lying here. So I would recommend this book. He talks about this concept called good debt and bad debt. Yeah, and he talks about OPM, other people's money. So most successful people use other people's money to become successful and rich. So good problem is, let's say you have £1 million in your bank account and you are thinking where to invest it. What is the right investment to do? You have £10 in your account and you don't know how to pay your rent. That's a bad problem. That's correct. So yeah, the choice is yours, whether you want to have good quality problems or bad quality problems. Having said that, problems would always be an integral part of our life. If there is no problem, by the way, to solve or to overcome, you pretty much have no happiness, because when you overcome problems, it actually leads to a sense of achievement, and it gives you this immense, beautiful feeling inside you of achievement or fulfillment, or feeling valuable, that yeah, I did overcome this problem, I did face this, and I'm out of it, I came out of it, and that feels amazing. That gives you happiness, it gives you joy. So yeah, problem is actually almost equal to joy in life if you look at it at a very deeper level. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you are with me right now, can you kindly drop me a comment and let me know what is that you do for your relaxation. What is your way of recharging your batteries, emotional batteries of life, and get back into life again. So yeah, kindly share with me what is that you do on a personal level. If you are a coach, mentor, trainer, teacher, speaker, in some kind of health services, you provide help for others, what is that you do to kind of get out of your own problems or pain or struggles or stress and deal with it, so that you're fully ready and prepared to serve and help others. It'll be nice to have your inputs coming in. Who knows, my world will be enriched by the way you do certain things. So if you're listening, ladies and gentlemen, please put some suggestions. Even if you don't do it, if you've got some great suggestions about how to have your personal downtime, if you are a person who's always serving others, how do you find a way to manage your personal emotions in a way, and then when you're ready or you're fulfilled or you feel better, you can always go and serve others. When you're not feeling good, you cannot help others. That's very difficult to do, by the way. You can fake it, but it doesn't really has a better impact. When you're faking it, it has got a very mild impact. All right, so people, if you are with me on this live, please, can you do #live? And if you're watching this as a replay, can you please do #replay? If you do that, that beautiful gift would help me, to reach out to more people. If you got any questions, by the way, around mental health, then let me know. Because it is pretty scary, what is happening in the world. I read this and it is so powerful. You really have to be worried, about somebody who really don't show the problems they're going through. And yes, people who are in depression, they do a very good job to make it look like everything is okay. That's correct. We have this beautiful inbuilt qualities where we can really fake things at a level where most people would not know, especially the people who we are closely associated with. They don't find any problems, but deep down you might be fighting a war inside you, and that eventually leads to suicide and something like that, or depression. So it's always good to talk to somebody you can trust, somebody who's close to you. Could be a family member, could be a friend, and just by talking it as a therapy, you release and you exchange and you feel good about it. Yeah, so I highly recommend. You've got a nice friend, maybe, I don't know, they're close to you, they live far away from you. Find a way to get in touch with them and have a heart-to-heart chat for a good half an hour, 1 hour, who knows. And it just can take you to a whole different level. All right, people, so before I go, if you've got any questions, any feedback, any sharing, let me know. Quickly, if you want to suggest something you do to keep a check on your mental health, to be in your best state or in your high state or peak state before you go out and serve others, then let us know, because your suggestions would be valuable, for somebody else who would pick up, and who knows, it might be really beneficial for them to apply it in their life, and they might get some great results. So anybody here would like to share, then let me know through the comment in few words. It'll be great to have some comments coming in. Any questions, any feedback, any other sharing you want to do, please be my guest. Otherwise, a quick recap. If you are in the business of empowering, inspiring others and taking care of others, especially maybe mental health or something like that, then please make sure you're taking care of your personal mental health. You're taking care of your personal inspiration, personal empowerment. And yeah, charity begins at home. When you are taking care of yourself personally, then you can go out and serve others. So please don't get up in the trap of just serving and getting a burnout and breaking down. You got to serve, 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 and then you know what? Refresh, then again serve, 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 then refresh. That's the best thing to do. All right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. And for the last time, if you're watching this right now with me, can you do hashtag live? And if you're watching this as a replay, can you do hashtag replay? Priya Chawlani, is joining us and saying thank you very much for you. Thank you. That's really kind and nice of you. Anybody else you're tuning in right now, you can drop me a comment or a message. It'll be nice to have some kind of communication happening from your end as well, which obviously in this space can only be done by typing in something, because I wish there was a Zoom session. I can unmute you, we can interact. That's the best way. I like to communicate virtually. One of my favorite is Zoom. Obviously there's nothing like being in a live physical room, which is the most favorite form of teaching I have. But in the pandemic, Zoom has been an amazing gift to share the message with quite a few thousand people, and do, I don't know, more than almost 50 webinars maybe minimum by now. And we have already done like 5 batches of Millionaire Speaker Blueprint. We're running batch 6, and then batch 7 is starting next month. Oh, Shilpa is tuning in from YouTube, which is great. Thank you very much. I decided to go live on YouTube today, which I normally don't do much, but yeah, it's good to actually see somebody tuning in from YouTube. Thank you, for that confirmation that my voice is reaching out on YouTube as well. Okay, if you're watching me on YouTube, apart from Shilpa, then please drop me a comment, let me know, because I'm just testing something, to see whether when I go live on YouTube, does it really impacts more people to listen to me or not. Though my subscriber base is not so big right now, but I think eventually we will get there. And again, one of the lessons for YouTube, that until unless you start asking, say, subscribe to my channel and like it and share it, you can't expect it to become quite popular, without making the effort. So yeah, if you are my subscribers on YouTube, please like and share the videos we put up, and let us know, what kind of videos you want to see, because we have, a massive bank of content for us. I don't know, like how many GBs we have got. Obviously, the only thing we require is patience and time to cut those chunks up, in a way that it becomes a YouTube format video and bring it out for you. Oh yeah, we have like 4 days of workshop, numbers of them. We've got 3 days of workshops, numbers of them. 1 day's workshop, plenty, and maybe hundreds. So there's so much of data, lying in our hard disk. So we are making efforts to keep cutting them and bringing, for you guys. If you want to hear any topic which I can be helpful about, then let us know, and I'll cover, a fresh understanding, or who knows, there might be a recording which we can cut and put it on the video, YouTube, for people to, learn and watch. All right, people, lots of love, stay blessed. Thank you very much for tuning in for Tuesday evening. And maybe it's pretty late for some of you, in India, and wherever you are right now, have a blessed evening. Thank you.